I know Spider-Man had Gwen Stacy as his girlfriend and Mary Jane. Are you dating anybody?
Well, no, I don't think I'm dating anybody right now. But, you know.
Bestow Productions presents Creative Continuity at New York Comic Con Special Edition 2014. Get the latest news directly from cosplayers, artists, and writers. Tune in for Creative Continuity's coverage of Special Edition NYCC. We bring the convention to you.
It could happen with me, perhaps. I'm Yana Aronova, and I'm here with Simone Bianchi. What are you currently working on?
Mini-series with Thor and Loki and Angela, which is this new character in the Marvel Universe. And through this mini-series, we'll be finding out that actually Thor and Angela are brother and sister. So the whole story is about how they are brother and sister. It's quite a surprise. And I will be drawing this series with another artist, and I will take care of all the fantasy stuff, you know, like a lot of fights, a lot of, outward scenery. It's gonna be interesting.
Nice. And are there any future projects that you're working on as well that you can tell us about? Any new surprises?
Trust me, this one is keeping me so busy that I don't even want to think about any other project in the future. But
one step at a time.
Yes, like baby step. I'm just finished the second issue, and I still have 3 issues more to go, which will bring me to September. So up until then, it's gonna be like full time working on this Thor miniseries. After that, I mean, I'm exclusive at Marvel. I have an exclusive contract with them for 8 years now. So of course it's gonna be something Marvel related, but I don't know what yet, and I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, you don't want to hear about it until September rolls around.
Exactly.
And I must say, you have some amazing artwork.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
I noticed it. I love it. It's really nice.
Thank you.
Can you tell us anything that's on the table right now?
Okay, so usually when we do comic shows in Europe or here in the States, we tend to promote, of course, my original artwork. So we have the original art for covers and interior pages. And on the side, we have what we call the products. So it means prints, like on real Italian paper, so it has a slightly different print process, and you can say by the quality of the final print itself. And then the sketchbook, which usually collect all the pencil work I did through the years. So as you can see, it's divided by here, 2012, 2013, and this last one. And it's again a collection of everything behind the scene, you know. Of course, every time before all the covers and all the pages, there's a huge work of of pencil work before the final image, and all of that work is collected in the sketchbooks. So that's what we are here with. It's a lot of stuff.
Can you tell us anything about the death of Sabretooth?
So the death of Sabretooth happened in 2007, and in the first Wolverine series I was working on with Marvel with my friend Jeff Loeb, and we killed the character at the end of that series. And about 2 years ago, there was a resurrection, so he came back from the dead. But of course, in order to find out how he came back from the dead, you have to read the book, and I can spoil it.
Of course.
But it was a big deal, you know. It's been one of the few characters that was killed and stayed dead for more than, it was almost 5 years. Usually they tend to die and get back to life right away. In that case, it took much longer, but it was fun. It was a great story.
And why you said that it took 5 years?
Yes, it stayed dead for 5 years, because Marvel wanted the original creative team, me and Jeff, the writer, to be able to bring the character back. But both me and Jeff is also a TV producer, and right now he is the head of Marvel Television. We've been both so busy that we had to wait 5 years to clean up our schedule and being able to get together again and resuscitate the character.
Any favorite characters that are your favorite to draw?
Well, of course, it's Wolverine. I think it's the character that I got to draw the most since I'm on Marvel, but there are so many. Spider-Man, of course, Avengers, Thor. I'm a big Thor fan. And a lot of female characters, of course, Storm, Elektra, Psylocke, I mean, Fantastic Four, and another group of characters that I've been in love since I was a kid, it's Inhumans. So there are so many cool characters that there are just a lot of fun to draw in the Marvel universe that you can ask for more.
Mm-hmm. Did you have any favorite comic books growing up?
Oh, back when I was like really a 2 years kid, we had our first publisher in Italy, which started to publish American comic books. So the very first character I was exposed to, of course, was Spider-Man. And Spider-Man was my absolute favorite character for so many years. So when it came the time for me to actually draw him, it was like a dream comes true, you know. But I would say that the first character I was exposed to, it was just Spider-Man in the first place, and Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom, and I grew up with these characters, so it was, you know, like a lifelong dream comes true. Exactly.
I'm Yana Aronova, and I'm here with Simone Bianchi, and you're watching Creative Continuity.
Thank you.
I'm here with David and Sarah, and this is High Fructose Zombies. I must say though, when I first saw your booth, the colors just popped out at me.
Oh, thank you.
And all I kept thinking was like, ooh, sugar, you know? And I just kept thinking of like sugar and children being high on sugar.
That sounds about right.
Can you tell us something about the comic book and if it's...
Absolutely. So here's the story. When a brand new candy bar called Snack Attack starts turning people into zombies in the small town of Sweet Tooth, it is up to Clea Brown and her ragtag group of friends to stop the evil Yumsy Corporation from raining down the sugar apocalypse.
And she uses her giant lollipop to decapitate and otherwise thwart the zombie hordes.
Nice. I wasn't far off then with the whole sugar theme.
No, you
Not
were right.
at all.
High on sugar turned them into zombies.
There you go, there you go. Can you tell us something about the protagonist?
Absolutely. Clea Brown is our main character. She is half Native American, and she, as Sarah said, she decapitates the zombies with her giant lollipop. Sarah actually, her haircut is connected with Clea's as well.
Oh, I drew it and I enjoyed it so much that I was like, I need to try this myself. But Clea is a teenager. She's towards the end of high school and very anti-establishment, anti-corporation, and that kind of motivates her on this kind of rampage to save Sweet Tooth.
Absolutely. Her father died in a horrible chocolate baking accident, and so she's always sort of had a anti-Yumsy reaction. And so when this amazing turn of events happens where they're eating the snack attacks and turning into zombies, she is the first in the fight.
So how did you guys come up with this idea? I'm really interested in knowing this.
It was a kind of combination of things. We're huge zombie fans. So when we were talking about doing a comic, the idea of zombies was in the back of our heads. And then we're very much into like what's going on with Monsanto and giant, big aggro, basically. And we wanted to find a fun way to talk about corporate malfeasance without like hitting people over the head with a message. So we made it a good time.
Yeah, it's actually very fun because Sarah talked to me a week before our wedding, and she was like, David, I have something really important to talk to you about. And I was like, oh God.
A week before your wedding.
A week before our wedding in 2012, she's like, I really think we should make that comic book we were talking about that one time several months ago. And I was like, that's it? That's all that's going to get you down the aisle? Yes, fine, whatever. We're doing it.
So we actually bought the booth at New York Comic Con before we'd even started the comic. We're like, well, we've paid the money now, we better finish it.
Yeah.
And that's how we did the first issue.
3 days after our wedding, we learned how to make a comic book.
Okay, so it's not even about the wedding, it's just all about the comic book.
Pretty much. Planning the wedding kind of helped me with how I would build the booth. So it was a dry run for Comic Con.
So you guys are working together as a team, you're married, so I'm sure there's the pros and cons to that. Can you tell us what are the pros and cons?
I would say it's mainly all pros.
Yes.
We're very good about collaborating for the parts, the beginning stages, and then very good at, while we give feedback to each other, like I give feedback on David's writing and he'll give feedback on some of my drawings, we're also very good about like, that's your territory, this is mine, you know, not stepping on toes, basically. And we know where to find each other, so it makes it very easy. You never have to chase the person down.
The best part actually about getting to work with your partner in life is that you're not away from your partner in life. So there's no like, when are you coming home? It's like, I'm already home, I'm right across the table from you. So it all works out really nicely.
Yeah, we really enjoy working together.
That's great. You guys are really lucky for that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
We agree.
Yeah, we agree entirely.
Are there any other future projects that you guys may be working on?
Well, right now we're wrapping up issues 1 through 6 for High Fructose Zombies, and the graphic novel.
We will have the graphic novel at New York Comic Con in October.
Yeah, and then after that we've started a couple ideas. One deals with a hacker story, because David in his daytime life is a computer programmer, front end, back end, so kind of incorporating some of the knowledge from his day work into a story.
And in addition to that, we will also be featured at the Cult Yard at New York Comic Con because Sarah, in addition to doing all this amazing illustration, also creates these amazing Zom cakes along with Zom rats and other varieties of monsters and all these really amazing sculptures. So
no, they're really cute, because I must say that's what stood out to me when I was passing by. I was like, what is that? What is that colorful object?
yeah, they've been really great.
I have a lot of fun with it, and then separate from this, I do custom figurines for other independent comics for them to put on their tables at cons. So doing more of that in the future.
Absolutely.
Can you tell us anything more about that hacker story that you were just mentioning?
It relates to the story of Robin Hood, but in a modern context and using kind of modern issues and incorporating them in to, again, make a comment without hitting people on the head with a message.
It's always that fine balance of like how much message and how much story and how much with character and how to make it all work out so you're getting everything that you want across.
Yeah. Balancing it all out.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
But
you don't want people to be reading it just like I'm reading an essay.
Yeah.
And that's no fun for anyone.
Message! Message! It's a bit much.
Yeah.
So you can find High Fructose Zombies at our website, highfructosezombies.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter. Our Twitter handle is HFZombies. And we post constant updates all the time. You can also find Sarah's page on Facebook, Sarah Braly Artist.
Yes. And if you go to our website, it will link to our store where you can also buy either digital or physical copies of our comic.
I'm Yana Aronova, and this has been Creative Continuity. I just want to go like Simone Bianchi.
Just think, Simone Bianchi.
There you go, Simone Bianchi. I like that, Simone Bianchi.
Got it.